Alrighty, fellas. We are maybe live. It says no data. Never mind. We are live. Fellas and fellettes. We're going to be getting into some music production. Very exciting. Anybody who hops in the chat, let me know of any issues we may have. I am wondering if there's like a YouTube, if there's like an app. I should have thought of this. Where would I even put this? Oh, I would put this in the chat room area? I have no idea. Jukebox. I have no idea. Oh, it's right here on my homepage. Anyway, we're making an indietronica type beat today. I was thinking, so I had this like idea where I wanted to do like a piano type deal. I may not use an actual piano for the beginning of it, but it's kind of got like an Everything Goes On by Porter Robinson type feel. I'm gonna try to, of course, like kind of distance myself from that and try not to copy it, but for a little while we're just gonna kind of copy it so that then we can distance ourselves from it later. Um, because honestly, it is a good production strat to like copy things. It's just not a good release strat to do that. Um, where IDK, I have everything I need right here, I believe. Or I could just do Creator Studio on the computer. Most of this is just me trying to remember how to monitor live stuff. Um, and I don't remember how to do that. Maybe in the Go Live area. Maybe so. Anyway, let's get some music production started. Why don't we? So here's what I've started with. It's not playing. Hey, yo. Give me the speakers. It's not playing. It was working just fine a minute ago. Now it's shy. Do I have to do an ACO? Oh, that's why. That's why. That's why. It's because I didn't have the pattern selected. There we go. Can you tell that I'm an experienced music producer? Okay, so that's kind of what we started with. I want to soften out the piano a little bit, and I want to like change up the velocity of each note, but before that, I just want to bang out this melody. I want to change it up here. I think that works. That could be a starting spot. I'm going to put it a little bit lower because I like to leave the top area for the drums. Okay. Let's soften out this piano a little bit. I want it to have a little bit of bite. And then we need maybe instead of softening the piano that way, we just need it to be like a Fruity Love filter. on it. Well, not that much. Hmm. Hmm. Uh, how about this? We'll abandon the Fruity Love filter, but we'll like fill this out with some lower chords, or does this need to be higher? I think the piano actually needs to be higher, and we need to have another synth in there lower to fill out that lower end. I'm getting a warning on the stream. Are we having an issue? Apparently, we are not having an issue. I'm not dropping any frames, so yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. It's telling me that I need to use a different bit rate, but I don't remember how to do that, so we're gonna ignore it. And if you have any problems, you guys can let me know. That's gonna be my plan. Why can't I get back to OBS? There we go. Okay. Needs to be a little sparklier, but until then, we're just, I think, just gonna throw a humanizer on it, and then we're gonna. Where's the humanizer? I was just using this a while ago, and now I can't remember where it is. Uh, there's like a humanize button. Uh, this is genuinely what I do on streams. Make a little fool of myself for a little bit, and then we get cooking. Maybe just randomize? No. we'll just map out the velocity until somebody tells me how to do it. So we need this to be strong. Yeah, that feels good for me. And then we'll make this pattern out to be something different. We'll choose one that's at a regular velocity. This just needs to be the resolving chord. So that's on G. Yeah, I want there to be a little bit of tension, but not too much. C major chord is interesting there. We're gonna use that later. That could be a great one to go just before the resolving chord. But not quite yet, so we need. Seems a little too warm. Maybe in context. Maybe there shouldn't be dissonance there. We could definitely use this chord later to add some tension, maybe just before the drop. Let me put a cap on my camera. I was gonna use like a camera, but I could only really figure out a way for it to show the screen of the camera, and it looked kind of weird. And this webcam on my computer actually looks better than what I had. So that could start. That could be a good start as a chord progression. I kind of want it to be a little quieter. I kind of want to play the chord progression on other stuff too, and this to kind of take a back seat. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's save this as indietronica type beat. And then let's just open something a little like more acoustic in Sky Keys. Acoustic. Mm. I used that before. Or maybe it was that one. Uh, octave down. So how does that sound when I'm using this synth is my question. Let's make a new pattern. I should probably be naming these, shouldn't I? Piano melody. This is piano chord prog. Sounds a little scratchy. Maybe this is maybe that sound is what plays in the piano chord prog. But until then, I'm actually just gonna, well, how about this? I'm gonna make I'm gonna make piano melody too. And then we're gonna use the Sky Keys sound for it. I really like that soft sound. I love how they work together. The especially those like those are so, oh my goodness, they're so pretty. Oh my goodness. Ah, we're cooking. Okay. Um okay, where do we go from here? Um we could honestly make ourselves I feel like putting in a little sub bass. Maybe we don't use a sub bass actually, but we're gonna use one for now. And we're just gonna use the notes of the chord prog. Not all of them, obviously, but I'm just porting them over and using the root note. Okay. So we got the G. Well, it's just the G every time. So maybe we change that. It's just G, 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 D. Honestly, that's scratchy. Let's scratch the sub for a bit. What if I just bring in, what if the chord progression just serves as the main bass? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a separate contact, and then I'm going to do that. And then I'm gonna put contact to, well, I should probably put at least sky keys definitely is right here. Contact to, I want to see if I could just make that the bass. We actually do want that bass, but maybe not so much of it on the lower end. I mean, it's not really playing anything on the lower end. Maybe a little bit of distortion. Yeah, I think what we're looking for is for two to be doing this. Yeah. Sounds a little busy, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'm a big fan of recycling stuff. So maybe we have Sky Keys playing the piano chord progression. Or actually, I'm being dumb. Sky Keys. Boom. I kind of like this playing the higher end. Sky Keys playing the higher end of the lower end of the frequency spectrum. But let's duplicate Sky Keys as well. And that took a little while. Let's EQ out the lower end. Why is that not? Oh, this is why. I need to put these in Sky Keys too. That has some really interesting artifacts. Probably not going to do anything with those. Probably just leave them in. Maybe turn them down a little bit. But the parts of the sound that I want are right there. We'll find some other stuff to fill out that higher end. Okay. So it's sounding a little flat right now, but I think we need to elongate the melody. So I'm gonna do sky keys. It sounds hmm? Just together they sound so nice. Da, 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 da. And then I'll just copy all of this over, but we'll change a bunch of it to make a second part to the melody. Let's see. Yeah, what if we do something like that? Da, da, da. Why is it not letting me click on that? There we go. My mouse is getting caught on on one of my cables. Okay. And then we will port that over to Sky Keys. Not Sky Keys 2, Sky Keys 1. Except that needs to be lower. Okay, so that's one Sky Keys is like banging on. It's got this percussive quality to it that I don't really want, and it's right here. Okay, there we go. Where is that coming from? Is that on the entire frequency spectrum? Because maybe maybe I need to increase the attack a little. It just never plays. Okay, around 20 you can't notice it that much. kind of loses its luster at the ba-da-da, da-da-da. Okay, maybe just the little. I will say it makes it. That's what the attack is doing to it. It's like okay. I just don't really like that percussive element to it because it sounds like it's just playing the same note over and over, and it's not really a note that I want in it. We'll see if that turns out to be a problem, and we'll just make this chord progression larger. Did I do anything to this to change it? No. Okay. Okay, maybe is the problem that this is not all playing the same note at one velocity. Let's try this. No. Okay. Let's do this because it's a clearer one. Yeah, we need F sharp to still be the root note. Yeah. That's cold. Da, da. Maybe we go up to the resolving note, but it's not quite resolving. That sounds a little spooky. Sounds a little too triumphant. Yeah, I was wondering maybe if we just stayed on the 6. That works. We're kind of just playing a C major, but I feel like that kind of works, I'm not gonna lie. Da, da. That's a pretty simple chord. What was that note that we had earlier? I feel like there was an A in it. Wasn't this. I don't remember what that note or what that chord was that we were playing earlier. I should have written that down. Da, da, da. Maybe we go up. Yeah. I'm happy with that. Let's port this let us port this chord progression over to this pattern. Okay. Uh, let's just get ourselves. I need to unplug this capture card. I'm not using it. Is um, which is the one that I'm not using? I think I just deleted this, so I can just unplug this, right? Please tell me. Yes, I can. That's not gonna be in our way anymore. Shout out DBU, not a sponsor. Just some water. You gotta stay hydrated. I spilt a few drops on myself, unfortunately. We need a tight little indietronica beat. So we need a really tight bass drum. And Apache is gonna do that for us. I don't think any of these are tight bass drums. That's the opposite of a tight bass drum. What if we just use the very beginning of this? What is this? Are we actually gonna use the Apache drum? The Apache drum? Is that actually what we're about to do? And then we need like a rim or something. Maybe not a rim, but like a. I'm thinking a full snare probably, but then just make it just as tight. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll just. And then we have our kick drums. We'll make these a little more unassuming. Do we fade them in? I think. I do kind of like how punchy they are. I think we just leave them. I think when we put in everything, it's going to sound yeah, maybe just turn them down a little bit, but I think when we put everything in, it's not going to sound so crazy. What up, Norm? Thank you for hopping on. We're making an indietronica type beat. If you are familiar with Everything Goes On by Porter Robinson, so far it's sounding pretty much exactly like that. But we're going to differentiate several things later, so it's going to be a vibe. Right now, so I need like a I think I'm gonna have to just look around for snares until I find one that really sticks out to me. I want something a little more spacey. I want to use a sample because like I could go into DrumLab and make like a really snare-ish snare that's like a little more kind of trashy sounding, but I wouldn't have full control over it like a sample. I would have to do some stuff, and no one wants to do that. Am I right? Maybe Gabe Miller comes in clutch. Uh, I like the idea of using this clap in combination. You understand how none of this are you I understand how none of this works. Not bad. I understand none of how this works. Um, well, let me give you a little overview of what we've been doing so far. We have worked in the playlist area. That's where we are right now. That's where we're putting a bunch of stuff everywhere. Um, and that's where the song kind of comes together. We've also done work in piano roll, which is this keyboard looking deal. And this is FL Studio, by the way. And you can map out melodies with whatever synth you choose. So, for example, we've been working with a whole lot of piano, um, of pianos of two kinds. And to give you an overview kind of what we have done, um, so far we started with this little contact piano called the Gentleman, which is a very like grand piano sounding piano and about the only one I have, except for like FL keys, which is the built-in piano, which is not that great. I don't really ever use it anymore. So then we used that same piano, but we made like a different instance of it to do some different things in the mixer with it. So this is, even though it says piano chord progression, it's actually not serving as our main chord progression. It's actually serving as our bass. I kind of liked the sort of scratchy sound of the bass frequencies, so I wanted to isolate those and just have this kind of serve as our bass driver for now. We have a different piano melody playing, and together they just sound very nice, especially here on the and then this is serving as our main chord progression. This is in Sky Keys, which is the software I used for this piano melody. I did the same thing that I did with the contact piano, but instead I isolated more of the middle frequencies in the spectrum so that it serves as our main chord progression. So, and then added an Apache kick. Apache being like a now he does like orchestral EDM type stuff, but he used to be like a trap guy uh, that made like really kind of heavy hybrid trap stuff. But one of his kicks made for a pretty solid indietronica kick if we just made it super short. So now we need, I kind of like the idea of using this in tandem with the snare, but this isn't going to be our main thing. How much of the reverb tail do we want? I kind of like it. There we go, there we go. I kind of like it cutting off there when the kick comes in. Yeah, 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 yeah. I like that. Ooh, yes. Banger. So then we bring that across the entire playlist. And then we need like a, I need like a, the sound that I'm making is not quite what I'm looking for, but it needs to be like an acoustic drum type deal. What, do they have anything in just the built-in drums? Yes. We're not doing that. Will that work? How does that work in tandem with the clap? It sounds a little too aggressive for me. I want it to be like kind of chill. I want it to be a chill snare. Hmm. Maybe? Sounds a little scratchy. Does what I'm looking for exist? Absolutely yes, but I just gotta find it. Maybe? Sounds a little aggressive, but maybe we just need to do something to it. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna do something to this snare. I'm gonna put everything in the mixer, which I have not shown you yet. This is the mixer where all the stuff is playing. Each synth that I use slash sample that I use slash whatever is assigned to a mixer track. So I need this. Maybe I just need to EQ the low out. Maybe that's what I need to do. Still sounds a little aggressive. Can I just soften it by not having reverb on it, but doing this? That is kind of what I'm looking for. Let me listen real quick to what and I hope that I don't get destroyed for this on copyright, but what he uses and everything goes on. In fact, I'm going to mute the audio output just in case. Okay. Okay, so he did use like a really snappy kick, sorry, snare in that. So I don't know if you guys are hearing that anymore. There we go. I don't know if you guys have been hearing me while I've been talking over this. Maybe this will work. So I think we need like a sort of saw deal to give it some movement. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just a huge fan of what FL already has. So whenever I need like I'll go to harmless, or I'll go to something like that. Yikes. OBS disconnected and then reconnected again. I hope you guys can see me and everything. So yeah, we also need a little something to fill in that high end. I'm thinking that on the we have like something sparkly. But yeah, we'll do something in Flex. We need like a pad. Phew! Bless me. Let's get back to Flex. What do we want? Yeah, there we go. It kind of moves around. Has a little more like voice than I want it to have. Can we make this into a pad? We can make it sustain longer. But then we can like really EQ out that. Maybe we just EQ out that one area that's like, we're not gonna mess with that sub yet. So I'm gonna delete that sub. And then we're gonna move pure feather just in case we don't use it into 8. And then EQ out something. EQ out this area. No. Okay. Wonder if we can make this have sort of like a organ type sound. So I'm gonna throw some chorus on it. And then I just want to really space it out. Ooh. Okay. Pad. Let's do organish pad. Pand. And then we'll put this in here. Not under contact. Who do you think I am? Contact man? That makes it sound really epic. Ooh, that kind of sounds... It sounds very angelic. I like that. cool. It kind of comes in on the offbeat. What happens if, where are we at? 70? What happens if I turn it down? Okay, I was not sure about the sound. Now I'm really pretty sold on it. I like how angelic that sounds. Can we add something later? Like if this is a big, maybe this is a big portion of the song and we add in like this area? I don't know about that. We'll play with that later. This pattern is used in an arrangement. I don't care. I was gonna have it like sort of oscillate, but now I kind of just like it being there. Now we need something sparkly. I think Sky Keys could probably work with that. And then we add some delay onto. Oh no, OBS disconnected again. Is it gonna keep doing this? Yikes. Let's keep on keeping on. Not what I meant to do. Okay. Maybe we try throwing in a little something. I think we just have a bunch of synths playing the melody. I think that's the move. More melody. Oh yeah. So then I'm gonna put all the stuff playing the melody together. The rare me being organized moment. I'm still not using colors. I should. It is a good idea, and it is a better idea than not using colors, but I'm still not doing it because I don't want to. That was not what I thought was going to happen. Let me go back to the arrangement. Yeah, we're really getting somewhere. It kind of it sounds a little bit. Oh, we're also definitely using pure feathers, so we're gonna. It sounds like one of those it sounds like an accordion. That's what it sounds like. Also, I feel like we should turn all these down so that the piano can shine. This is becoming a very quiet mix. Maybe the piano I need to strengthen the piano. Or did I do anything to it in the mixer? Yeah, what if I do that? I do feel like there needs to be like a little... What if maybe we just go the entire time until further notice, and then we switch it up later. I'm feeling that beat a lot more. I do feel like I want this to oscillate a little. But I just really like how it sounds on its own. I'm just gonna leave it. This really does sound like an accordion. I'm gonna turn that down. Maybe I do need to have this more melody be playing a higher note. Then maybe it's like a 8-bit type thing. Got an idea, and we are going to do the thing again. We are going to take sky keys 3, and we're going to make sky keys 3, 2. And then we're going to take the chord progression once again. And we're going to have this more melody thing be playing the chord progression, but we're still going to call it more melody because I'm lazy. Sky keys 4. Wait a second. No, we can't do that. We just gotta have it play G. It can only play one key at a time. Now we're going to make this 8-bit. Trust the process. Everybody has left the stream at this point. But then we're gonna make it oscillate. So we're gonna go to Sky Keys. Yeah. So let's go to actual Sky Keys. And I'm thinking like a wing. So that's just gonna take one measure. And we're just gonna do the same kind of oscillation every time. And then let's go to a place that doesn't exist. And I can't make an automation clip out of that. No, it does exist. We just do volume over here. Okay. Wait. Guys, hold on. Trust the vision. I think we're cooking. Wait. Unless move this a little more. Okay, now how do we get this 78% while this is always a tricky part because this is a scary maneuver because if I move things horizontal, it's going to move vertical too. So this is at 77. It's got to be at 78. Boom. We did it. We just did the most surgical procedure in FL Studio history. But I think we need to have it play different notes. This is mostly fine. It can play G this whole time. There we go. Then we add some vocals here. How do I only have 340 subs? Thank you so much, Noob294. I appreciate it. I just enjoy getting music out to anybody who's willing to hear it. And I'm just very glad that 340 people at some point or another have enjoyed my stuff enough to want to see more of it. So yeah, we're doing a good thing right now. This is sick. Now we just gotta add some more stuff to it. Okay, so what else we gonna add to this? Maybe some more stuff playing the melody. Maybe we add a bass. That's probably where we need to go. We need to add a little bass. I feel like we need to add kind of a strong bass to it. So let me see if Arc Sun Cityscape has something. I don't think this is it, but we're gonna play around. This is detuned to heck. Ugh. Nah. Oh, maybe it's the K. No, it's not sustained. We're gonna be playing this in a lower octave, but actually I can just do this. I can just take it to the lower octave. I kind of like that, but we need it to sustain a little more. Feel like we will need to space it out a bit later, but this is probably good for what we have. Probably not. We just keep it a little soft. Yeah. Where's my note? G4. In fact, let's should we have it doing the more melody thing, or should we have it doing the root notes? Let's try having the bass do the more melody thing. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Oh. Oh, it's in a higher octave. So play around with it a bit and we'll see if we still like it. Maybe you guys automatically like it, I'm not sure. I still need to do some stuff to it, I feel like. I do feel like it needs a little bit more aggression and we need to low pass it a bit. Should probably be playing the same notes as the chords. This dial is going nuts because that's what we're automating. I love that. I love seeing the like physical manifestations of what's happening with my automation clips. Okay, this bass is working fine. It does need a good bit of low passing, I think. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for some unison. Maybe not that much, but maybe yes, that much. I do actually like the way it blends it. This is really turning into something fun. Where do I even go from here? Maybe a little bit of like sparkly stuff. So, I want like a sparkly little deal in the offbeats that's not playing the melody, but is like um kind of complementing the melody. Um this is I actually kind of what I'm thinking of is I actually just put out a song today called Sky Below Me with my boy Depth Oblivious, and I did something similar with like a little melody complement deal that had like a really sparkly synth in it, and that's kind of what I am looking for. Um, but where do I find that is the question. I wonder, I know that Contact has like a triangle, or like DrumLab has a triangle. For the record, I am definitely still using the Contact like 5 um like workspace that I downloaded this with, even though I do have Contact 8, because I am just one of those people that like I've learned it one way, I gotta do it that way, you know, because that's comfortable to me. But percussion maybe percussion. There we go. Um, what am I looking for? Something really. I'm looking for a triangle. Mm-mm. Maybe. Oh, it's a little detuned. That's why. Wait, hold on. Triangle's not really what I'm looking for, I don't think. Was this the kind of snare that I was looking for? The Pandero? Let's. Can I play really high notes with this? It also sounds a little detuned. Maybe what I'm looking for is not a percussion instrument. Maybe I just need to go back to Flex and look for something. As I said, I am a huge fan of reusing and recycling synths. Maybe that makes my song sound samey. I don't know, but hey, I like what I like. Nah. I just played the 2 first notes of the like that go into the melody of Lost Without You from 2022. It's a cool sound, but I'm not going to use it for this track probably. Oh my goodness. I don't think that's what we're looking for. Looking for something kind of percussive. I think I might have just used straight up this synth in Sky Below Me. But as I have belabored, we're going to recycle this. Unless Mr. Blubber. Nah. I think Life Droplet is what we're going for. Sparkly. I think if it just plays da 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 da. I am a singer. Indeed. Okay. And then we need Life Drop. That is very loud, and we will turn that down in the mixer. I'm not going to commit just yet. Then do something crazy here. Do I like that? I don't know. I think maybe move that down to a B and then. Or maybe should I go down? Or actually, let's just... I think I'm second guessing myself because the delay is coming in at the same volume as the input. So I need to make it not do that. And I do that through the mixer. I do want it to go for a little longer though. Yeah, because then it kind of serves as a bit of a hi-hat. Maybe not that much. But yeah, that's definitely gonna work. That's fun. And then I want to, okay, I think what we spend the next little bit doing is a percussion loop. That's what I'm thinking. We just get a bunch of we just get a crazy percussion loop going. So I need some perks. So I need like a really high-pitched hat, I think. And I need like a really tight hat. I was thinking a little like a. I could maybe work. Could I start in the middle of it and like. Obviously I can, but is it gonna work? Because it looks like it has a little more of an attack, like a lead into it. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna do that. And then adjust the volume of it because it seems like it's gonna come in pretty hot. For whatever reason, it seems like it's dragging a bit. So I need to... Got a solution for it. Feels like it's rushing if I do it 1 pixel to the left, but it feels like it's dragging if I do it on the actual beat, which is a problem I never thought I'd have ever. So here we are. I'm gonna elongate this to make it easier to... Oh wait, that's gonna cause some problems. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do that like I've been doing this entire time. Boom. Okay. And I really, just want it to be a... Maybe it's because I'm playing too much of the sample. Maybe I need to tighten, I need to actually tighten the sample. That does sound more natural to me. Okay, now I need some crazy percussion stuff. I need some percussion that sounds like percussion. Maybe urban dance. They have percussion loops. Oh, they have percussion samples. Would that work with the snare? Oh, we use a different percussion as a reverse snare? Are you kidding me? 100%. Maybe we do that on the offbeat though. Well, the snare by definition is on the offbeat. Okay. I'm just grabbing a bunch of percussion samples and then putting them together into like a fancy, like sort of beat of its own. The metronome would be cool, but oh. We may have already used percussion 12, but no, that's percussion 12, yeah. I'm kind of just throwing random percussion samples in here, but because they're percussion, I don't know, they work. Maybe they don't always work, but There we go. And then we just put that all in one thing. Some people are going to be really cringing at that. How does that work in the whole scheme of things? I feel like there are some that are louder than others and shouldn't be. I think those percussion 12s are a little overpowering. Those do add a lot of energy to it. They add so much energy to that. So we're gonna copy that. We have spent this whole time making 12 seconds of music. And then I feel like if this is going to be the big like finale to the song, like the last chorus, I'm thinking we need Jacob Collier Choir. Where is that thing? It's in Contact, I think. Wait, hold on. Oh, well, first of all, let's add all this percussion to... Well, I'm going to add the hi-hat to not that. What's on 12? Life Droplet. We're definitely using that. And I'm going to put all the percussion actually on one mixer track. The reason why I want to do that is to, I'm thinking if I want to adjust any of the individual samples, I just turn it down on that sample. But if I want to bring the entire percussion down or the entire percussion up, then I feel like it's just easier to go to the mixer rack and turn it down or up. So, yeah. This is coming around, guys. What was I gonna do? I was gonna add Jacob Collier Choir, which I think I have on Contact 8. There it is. Unfortunately, I have to use a newer, better version of Contact. This is just if I want chord generator on, which I don't. What kind of... I do think I just want full on Sure. Why don't we just do Jacob Collier Audience Choir as the entire pattern name? That may be the longest pattern name I have used in a while, if ever. What does it sound like here? Ooh. It doesn't even play down there. Yeah, when you start getting higher, you start to get in the percussion. I do kind of want to use the higher end of that, so I'm gonna do that. So let's bring that audience choir in. Maybe I do need a lower end. Okay, I think the problem with this thing is it's going louder when it's supposed to be louder. I do think if we just played, like, we don't need to humanize this. This can play the same note. Except for the higher notes could probably stand to be quieter. Yeah. Those do need to be a good bit quieter. Okay. Those play really loud. Goodness gracious. So it's at this point that I do feel like we need a stronger kick, and I wonder if maybe just elongating this is what is the move. I do feel like we just need to keep it there. I think we need a stronger kick to layer that, to layer on top of that. So we're really leaning into the samples here. Do we want to go into dubstep studio? I don't know about that. Maybe progressive studio can maybe have some relatively punchy kicks. Now that's a punchy kick. Do we want to put that in and then like really gut it of impact? Yeah. think we can low pass that, but I think that could maybe work. Maybe we could turn this up even. Yeah, maybe it's just... Okay. There we go. Yeah, okay. We go into Progressive Studio, and the first thing that pops up is what I'm looking for. I just had to play around a little bit with it. Sometimes that's just how it be. That's super cool. Then we need a little reverse kick here. No, not all of them. Just, bro, I am. What is happening to me? I'm losing my ability to produce entirely. Remove that. Thank you. Okay. Okay, cut that off a little bit, and then... Subtle reverse kick. Guys, I cannot say enough how much we're cooking right now. I'm liking this a lot. What do we add to it though? Okay, so I have yet another thing to what do you say? Layer onto the snare, but there's this water snare from, I want to say it's Archipelago, that I really want to layer onto it. No, it's not. Maybe it's J-Palm. I think it's J-Palm actually that has that snare. Water. Yeah. No. Yes. And then we don't use that as a snare. I think we just use the residual effects. Layer that on. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we do it to every other snare. What if we do it to every snare, though? Let's go. You cannot stay, but you just happen to catch this and you want to pop in and say hi. I will post the VOD, so you will be able to watch all of this come to fruition. Honestly, a lot of this stream has been me trying to figure out how the stream works, because the only streams that I've been doing have been Smash tournament streams, so I've had to like get back into it. And remembering where to find stuff in the DAW, which is a thing that I forget surprisingly much. So, but you will get to kind of skim through it and see what I did to each of these sounds. But you get to hear kind of what we've been doing, these 12 seconds of music that we've been making for the past almost 2 hours. So, thanks for hopping on and checking out what we've got. It's like an indietronica type beat sort of deal, as you saw in the title. I still want the piano to be kind of prominent in the mix. I wonder if a slight amount of distortion on the piano is a move. Sometimes I like to do that, and it actually makes for a nice sound, a nice strong sound. But I think actually what I want to do is strengthen the piano sound. So it doesn't do that much. I don't want to mess with this sound too much. What does putting swing on it? Oh, I also didn't put the water snare in there. That's why I keep hearing it. Also, that kick is definitely going in there. So we're committing to that. What was I doing? I was working on the piano. I don't know if distortion is the move. I think that maybe not making it so dynamic is the move. Proceeds to make it more dynamic. Is a little weak right now. But I do still want it at like 44 where I had it. Maybe I need it to play for longer. Okay, now that we've heard the whole thing, I think since it's almost been 2 hours, this is probably going to be where we stop. Thank you to everybody who hopped in. Thank you for everybody who participated in the chat. Thanks, Norm. Thanks, Noob294. Thanks, Mostrino. Um, Plenty of stuff coming from me in the future. I just put out a song called Sky Below Me with my boy Depth Oblivious. We also, I also recently released, I recently released an EP um, on February 21st called Self Aware, and it is very different from what you're hearing right now. But definitely go check that out if you haven't already. It's a super I think it's a super cool body of work that I'm really proud of. So definitely go check that out if you're so inclined. But yeah, if you're interested in the inside scoop, in let me see, 2 weeks, I've got a one of my friends, Andre Delaney. He's releasing a song that I helped produce, and then 2 weeks after that, I've got a remix that also sounds very, very different, like polar opposite to what you're hearing here. um, so I think it's a super exciting project. That's also from my friend Andre Delaney, in case I didn't say that. And then we've got a couple of projects going on in the works for the rest of the year. So I'm excited to get those to you. And thank you for hanging with me, everybody who did, to help me produce this kind of indietronica beat from scratch. And I hope that you all have a wonderful Friday